Good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning. Morning, people. Sorry if I won't put my webcam this morning. It's like wow, it's early for me. So as you can see my screen, like we had the perfect setup here, a consolidation and breakout. So I missed it unfortunately for USD CAD. So you see my screen perfectly, Lloyd? Does anybody see my screen okay? Perfect, thanks. So we had a run of 15 pips here. So we missed a scalp here, a breakout. So you see like, we had like upward move, consolidation. That's what I'm looking for, consolidation and then breakout. So we got like those green lines are support and resistance lines. So short term, kind of, low. Okay. Yeah, I tried not to speak too loud because all the people here are still sleeping. So sorry about that. I'll see if I can. Does this sound better? A little bit. Hi, Tien. Tain. Oh, sorry if I can't say your name good. I changed the mic. Is it worse or better, Lloyd? Just let me know. Okay. Okay. I won't use my headset then. So you see my thanks, can't you? Nice to see you this morning. Like it's pretty early here. It's 6 a.m. I'm not used to that, so sorry if I I don't speak that much. But my favorite pair like to trade this morning is gonna be as always like USD CAD, my number one, and then Euro USD. As you can see, my USD CAD like around this time, like there's always something happening. So
Does everybody sees my screens perfectly? Like on the top left corner, like there's the USD CAD. So do you see that, guys? So what I want to point to you here, I got a 3-minute chart. I'm still speaking. I don't know how the sound's gonna be. Like this is a free service from YouTube, so it's not a paid service. So I don't know what about the quality or the sound quality, but I got a pretty high bandwidth here system, so I got no idea about the quality though. So I really apologize for that. So I try to make stuff cheap as possible, so to make it free. So guys, do you see my screen? Like all my charts I'm using TradingView. Yeah, I need to speak a little bit louder, so but I don't want to wake up everybody here in the house, so I'm gonna try to keep it low as as much as possible. But I'm gonna try to work on the system, on the mic system, like something really more efficient than this setup. So what I would like to do now is, first of all, I would like to take a look about like the daily stuff, USD CAD. Where's my USD CAD, anyways? Um, So I got no idea how long this session's gonna be. My target is 3 trades. Would like to hit like 20 pips, 30 pips, as an average. Win or lose. So plus minus 20, 30, or basically like which one ever comes first. So if I hit like minus 30 or minus 20 pips, like I'm gonna be done for the day. If I hit like plus 20 or plus 30, I might end up there. So this is scalping, guys. So this is gonna be like hardcore trading, basically. Okay, my USD CAD is around here. So this is the daily. So as you can see, like what I don't like about this setup is that I draw yesterday like a possible channel here, downward channel. So what I don't like here is the fact that we are kissing like a resistance level. We are consolidating for about quite a while now. So we have like no really um, direction decision that has been taking on daily chart. So this is really hard to trade because it's ranging. So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So basically we should be like in an uptrend, but it's gonna be like a really small uptrend. So a couple of pips maybe on USD CAD, but that's it. So that's what I'm doing the first thing in the morning. I take a look about the daily, get a feel, get a pulse, and after that, like I jump on the hourly. So hourly here. So if I take a look about my stochastic, like on top of that, we're getting like overbought. We are at resistance level, so really, really hard to trade. However, if we, as you can see, like those wicks, like on this channel level here for the resistance, that means that we have like some resistance, really big resistance in that area. So basically what I'm looking at on the long term is to break this level, like this resistance, and to go up, to close above, pull back, and then jump in. So that's going to be like a nice ride to the upside if we can make it. But so far we're gonna fight. So this pair, so this USD CAD pair is gonna be like ranging for a while, I would say. So does everybody sees my screen and what I'm saying? Please do not be afraid to type yes in the chat box. I got my morning voice, so sorry about that. Perfect, thanks. So we're gonna take a look about the Euro USD. So Euro USD, like as you can see, like we are in a ranging zone here on the daily, so I don't expect much. Stochastic is in the middle, so no power over there, no direction. However, like we got like A, B, C, possible like a D pattern around here, but price action is telling us like up move, but stochastic like is pretty flat. So far we don't have like much power over here. So I'm gonna turn this like into hourly. Okay, so hourly, we had like this move already since yesterday, I suppose. Yes. So we had a gap. We did open with a gap. So market tried to close that gap at the same time. Like we were set up like in the oversold area. So normal that we did have like an upward move. Um, in this range. So basically, this was for about 40 pips. 40 pips. So basically 40 pips, we are in the overbought area. US market is not open yet. So, we want to expect like a pullback for now, but that should come pretty soon. So, what I'm expecting here is a pullback possibly in this support area. And then like maybe ride the momentum like to the upside like until this resistance level. So one thing to keep in mind as well, guys, is that we are in December, and December is one of the most difficult month to trade because of the volatility which is missing basically, because there's a lot of people or institutional that are on vacation. People are not pushing it at all. So basically, we're gonna come back like after Christmas, January, February, with the volatility that should appear during those months. But for now, like December is pretty tough to trade. A lot of consolidation, people taking profit. So there's a lot of wicks that we're gonna send the market on the charting as well. So don't expect like to be like Superman basically during like this period. Okay, so USD CAD like 3 minute chart. So I'm gonna explain to you like my setup, how am I set up. So I got like my volume indicator here that I use for stocks, which I can use at the same time for Forex. So this is one of the best indicator that I use on TradingView. This gives me like an idea about like the consistency of the volume. So you can see like here like an increase of the volume. At the same time, you can see like my MACD on the below, which is rising up at the same time. So I have like two indication that we're going in the same way. And at the same time, I've got my resistance that got broke, and I got my two EMA here, and I think I'm using, if I don't remember, if I can remember, 6 EMA. I don't know if it's EMA or SME that we use, and 10. So 6 and 10. But by default, I'm not quite sure like if it's SMA that TradingView use or EMA. So exponential or simple moving average. All right. So, but do you understand here, like, this would be like the perfect setup that would looking for, like consolidation area here and then a breakout. So, and at the same time, like we get the volume that gets increased, and we get the MACD, which is like, confirming more a push to the north. So this is like a perfect setup to enter right over here at the cross of the resistance. Preferably like we would like to wait for um, the confirmation of the closing bar to happen, just to tell us that we're gonna be moving up. So basically, like we would enter like at the closing of this bar, and to be aggressive, like we can put like the stop loss like 1 pip underneath the same bar, and go for a 2 times profit. So if I'm risking like 2 pips, so I would like to grab like 4 pips at least, 5 pips at least. But this move was if we calculate this approximately like 3 pips stop loss, which is perfect. And then like this move was about approximately like 15 pips. So this was a good risk to reward ratio. So this is the type of setup that we want to jump in. Basically, as soon as we are in profit, we move like our stop loss to break even, just to make sure that we don't have a kickback that we run into losses. So basically, we want to protect our capital as soon as possible because we're scalping here. So scalp is like tight stop loss and tight profit. However, profit doesn't have to be like 1 to 1. You can go like easily for 2 to 1 at least, or even sometimes I go like for 3 to 1. All right. Um, on the 3 minute chart, still USD GPY. Do you see like this consolidation area? So what I'm looking at, like, but we have like no volume here so far, and no indication like about the MACD like pointing in one direction. So if you see something, guys, like like on my, because I don't have like my eyes on my charts like 100% of the time, but if you see something like feel free like to jump in and to say like, hey, we see something on USD CAD or USD GPY. So basically, this is 3 minutes. What could be like closer to that would be like 1 or 5 minutes on MT4, but I found that 3 minutes is perfect. I don't trade Euro GPY. Sorry about that. I just trade like USD CAD, Euro USD, USD GPY, GBP USD, USD CHF, AUD AUD Aussie USD, basically GBP GBY, and NZD USD. That's the only thing I trade. But that does not mean that you can't see like any other pairs that would fit like your trading style, or have an opportunity over there. So you can go trade them. That's for sure. Well, let me take a look. Euro. But this is a nice observation. However, like for me, like I scalp, so I don't plan things really. Like it's not like like saying Euro is strong, GPY is weak. I'm going on Euro GPY. No, what I'm focusing on right now is my chart. What I see is what I get. So basically, um, I just trade price action basically right from the chart. So basically, as we speak right now, like GBP USD, we got a break to the downside. We got like the momentum which is pumping up. Let me take a look. Maybe a couple of pips over there. So things starting to move right now, but my focus is on USD CAD, as I said. So GBP is some sort of weak. So right now, like, okay, it's like, do you see my currency meter on the bottom right corner of my screen? If yes, like you will notice that the strongest pair is CHF on the 4 hour chart. So CHF is the strongest, and Euro as well. And weakest is CAD and NZD. So these are the two weakest. So euro, as we speak, like NZDCHF would be like the pair to trade, strongest versus like the weakest. However, I don't trade that pair. So what I would like to see here on the USD CAD is I would like to see a break to the upside, like breaking this resistance level here, the green bar. Did you have some problems to join in, guys, or was it quite simple, just clicking on the link and you went right into the session? Yeah, USD CAD, like I would like to see like a breakout to the upside because CAD is weak as we speak and USD is strong. So, and I see potential. Oh, here I got another chart. I see potential. Like we're fighting here at this level. Um, I draw my channel line, so we're fighting hard at that level. So 5 minute here. If we can break this, like this would be great. Like we got like a setup on stochastic sloping down, and we're still consolidating at the same level. We're not pulling down. So this one might be like a good breakout trade. Okay, and I expect a target of 14 pips again. So on my, I got two charts, guys. One which I'm gonna put my trade in, and this one trading view, which is giving me my overview. So right now we're seeing like Euro USD going up, so that means that Euro is strongest than USD. However, we're seeing like so far USD CAD, USD going up. So this means that USD is stronger than CAD. So on the top down, Euro is strongest, USD after, and CAD is the weakest so far. But I'll wait, to get volume confirmation here, which is missing. And Euro USD is not set up quite well for a great consolidation and a breakout because we got our big range here to break. So I'm looking like for a squeeze, not only a consolidation but a squeeze. So price need to squeeze up, and we have our system that should show us like resistance and support level. So we want to wait for the break. Again, we need to see volume as well, and our MACD needs to point in the same direction. Okay, do you copy, guys? But so far, USD CAD is showing me some promise. So I like the way it acts right now. So we got like a small pullback, but we need to break this 09 level, so 28809 level. I need to see like some breakout to the upside. And again, I see on my 5 minute chart that there's potential for 14 pips. So my target, how can I say that? My reasonable target would be 10 pips. So, and risking like how much? About 3 pips. So 3 pips for 10 pips. So my eyes are right over there. So USD CAD is usually like during this time of the day, like the best pair to trade. So I don't really bother with the other one. Sometimes I could see like a setup like on Euro USD, but most of the time, like I try to manage like one pair. The fact that I have like 8 pairs to watch at the same times gives me as well like an overview about the volatility of the market at the same time. So that gives me like more confirmation about like the trending pattern or trending market or currency. And TradingView has a great charting system, by the way. I have no affiliation with them, but it's just a great product. So did you see here like consolidation on Euro USD? So, but volume is not there. MACD is really low. So, but this is a quite of a nice little breakout, but it's not enough. So my goal here is consistency, but again, like it's December, so it's something that I'm aware of. Difficult month to trade, so GBP, GPY. Do you see, guys? We had like a breakout here to the downside. So we had volume going up, and we have our MACD like sloping down, showing us like more power in the same direction. This is really scalping, guys. Really scalping. So what I'll do here, instead of watching like because I know exactly what I'm looking for on my USD CAD, so I want to, what I'm looking at is for a breakout, so 28808. So I'm gonna put an alert, 28808. All right, so alert is set on USD CAD. So do you see like my green line, red line here, dotted line? That's gonna be an alert. So as soon as we're gonna touch that level, we're gonna be notified. So no stress like to wait for something to happen. NZD USD, as you can see, like we had a great move to the downside, but volume was kind of choppy a little bit, but MACD was perfectly looking good. So USD CAD, guys, I'm preparing to jump into a trade right now. Setting up my tools here. I like what I see. Like we have like you see this, guys. We got our main leg here. So if I bring this down to like a 15 minutes, do you see like my mother candle? We're just waiting like like the 3BP bar setup or whatever we call it. So we have like our two big fat bars with absolutely no wicks on top. So this is giving us like, or showing us indication that the market wants to go higher. And we have like this little pullback, which is awesome. So I'm waiting like basically for this line to get crossed to jump to a trade, guys. Our first trade this morning. Do you still hear me fine? Trying to wake up a little bit, guys. It's not. I'm not used to get that early in the morning to trade, so I'm doing this for you. I even have my blanket on, as you can see. Like I share my screen. It's cold. GBP, GBP, where were GBP? Yeah, GBP, as you can see, like it's not a good looking chart. I personally, like, I would never trade this. This is too choppy. Like I know, like I don't bother like to see or to trade or to waste my time on this. This is like just choppiness, and I don't like that. What I do like is this consolidation, no wicks at the most, and breakout. Consolidation, breakout. So this should be like great. So hopefully I can do like a couple of pips around here. And USD GPY, I'm looking like to break this level, 112,671, in order to go into a trade. Well, let's look at the hourly chart to see. Not much volume, right? As you can see, like volume is really, really dead. So that's why, to break this level, that means that we're bringing up some volume. Do you still hear me fine, guys? Just want to make sure I don't speak alone, that I'm not talking to myself. Gonna put my glasses on. Hello. And you? Oh wait. Check this out, guys. My wife's gonna give me a kiss. At them. She just woke up. We call that the kiss of the luck. Oh my god, huh? Did I say that? GBP, GPY, guys, going down. So basically, GBP is weak. GPY is kind of strong right now at this point. So, I kind of missed this trade, but my focus is USD CAD. USD CAD, I'm preparing, guys, to go into a trade right now. I want to break that level. I want to close above that level. So as soon as I'm gonna get like my alarm set up and my alarm triggered, like I'm in a trade for USD CAD. I'm gonna tell you when I'm in. So my risk is 1% of my account. Do you see the currency meter perfectly fine, guys? Or it's too small? I would assume that it's small. Hi, Sammy. Okay. USD CAD. USD CAD, where are you? USD CAD, gimme. Okay. Okay, so all right. For So you see my plan. You see NZD USD was a great move to the downside as well as GBP GPY. However, like we could feel that there was wicks and things like that. So that's why I don't like to trade like the GPY pairs. It's more aggressive, really easier like to get hit like for the stop loss. But my USD CAD really smooth, like almost no wicks on my bar here, and I still like what I'm saying. So it's just like a patient game, guys. Patient. I'm out. If I'm in a trade like that I see like going anywhere, I'm out. That's it, that's all. I don't bother staying in a trade where there's no movement because my trading strategy here is to run the momentum, and to see like momentum I need like to have volume. But so far USD CAD is not responding good or great, but I expect like maybe like a possible lower pullback than this, and we're gonna try to push up because right now like we're missing volatility. As you can see, like we had like big volatility here, nice move, but we're not having like much volatility around this area like to break the resistance. So that's what worries me a little bit, but I'm waiting. So when people say like trading is boring, guys, this is true. Like if you don't find this boring, that means you overtrade. Not it's not complicated. Like if you overtrade, like this won't be boring. So NZD USD, like we might see like a move to the upside. Do you see like this engulfing pattern that we have here on this chart? So NZD USD going up possibly. I'm gonna set up here another scene. Just 1 second. It's not okay. So you see my USD CAD here. I am really interested. Like we have like this. Uh, I won't call this like parabolic move, but this is like a strong move to the upside, like no doubt. So next target would be this area. Okay. So, but first thing, like I was a couple minutes late. I'll try to get a little bit earlier, like tomorrow morning, but it's tough, guys. It's tough. But I'll try. Uh, as you can see here, we had like a triangle pattern. I don't know if you can see that, and that was like in the trending market. So with this, we did receive like a breakout, like for this triangle pattern, like to the upside. So that was a great trade. That was like the first initial trade that I shouldn't taken, but I was not early enough because this trade happened like 40 minutes before I woke up. I'd like to put it here. So do you see like this consolidation? We got like this is a 3 BP pattern that I'm talking about. I'm gonna put like just one MA like to give you an idea what is my basically trading style. So I'm gonna put like six EMA so to the close. So we have like closing bars like on the upside of the moving average, and see here like the big fat bar, and we have like consolidation here. Our target is try to do to or to create like a double top. So I'm waiting for this to happen. So 14 pips, okay? But I'll be realistic and I'll go for a 10 pip. So it's just a matter like to wait, you know. What we want to see like a breakout. So I can set up like a pending order if I would like to, but I'm not a fan too much of pending orders. So, but do you see, guys, this push to the upside, and we have like accumulation here. We're still like, you know, playing in like in the 50% of this bar. So we're gonna have here like a 3 bar play setup if this one doesn't go lower. But we can basically glue these 2 bars together to make a big one as well. So that's why I'm not worried that much, even though if we're going a little bit lower, because we go may kiss like this moving average as well. Okay, so which screen? Okay, same one. Sorry, guys, I was on the wrong screen. Like 5 screen, it's not easy to manage. It's super cool, but sometimes it can be like a little bit confusing. So AUD USD, we're moving to the upside. And I see volume, I see potential here on the daily. Yeah, I think I'm long. Just 1 second. Nope. I will wait for a little bit more confirmation on my 15-minute chart. But you see like this pattern, guys? So if we go on the 30-minute or if we go on the 1 hour, better. So what I would like to wait is a couple minutes to wait for this to happen. But as you can see, like here, if I'm dragging my fibs, trading view fibs, where is it? Never mind. I'll try to grab on the minimum T4. Yeah. So NZD USD and AUD USD, like I'm in I'm in right now. Okay, I'm in AUD USD. I got a 5 pip stop loss and I got a 10 pip target. So this one I'm gonna leave it and go. So I like the NZD USD as well. Waking up. We had like a 3 bar play here to scalp. So right now I'm in a AUD USD trade for a scalp. So this one I'm gonna let go. I think market is waking up a little bit sad about USD CAD, but you know it should break during the day, so no worries. So reason why I am in AUD USD, guys. Do you see like this fibs retracement? Do you see like this move? So but my entry is not the best, but it could have been here. But you know, do you see this? We want to go basically and create a double top. So you know, risking like 5 pips to make 10 pips. So this is a let and go trade setup for me. So risking 1% of my account. But I love this rejection at the support level on the 1 hour chart. I love this. So we have great potential here, like to this double top here on the long term side. So I might move my might take profit, guys. So basically, my stop loss is right here, right underneath. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. So my stop loss is right around this area. So this is gonna be like a more longer time frame trade that I'm used to take usually because I see like we got like great potential for a 35 pip move. So this would be like the type of trade that I would just let it go, you know, either lose or win. So if I'm losing 1% of my account. But however, if I win, I should win almost like 5 times my risk. Because right now I'm risking like about five, or more than that, six time or 7 time my risk. So do you see here, like, you know, we had like this consolidation. If I'm zooming out a little bit, we have like this bullish momentum move to the upside. We had this, you know, little pullback. We have like the trend continuation leg, but we have a pullback testing here the support line, which have like great responses up to now. So basically, I'm in a trade right now, like to have a take profit in this area possibly. So yeah. So I'm going for a double top. So this trade could be like a great intraday trade. Um, a great risk to reward as well, and you see why, I hope. So this one is a just, you know, let go trade type thing, set and forget. Either I win or I lose, but if I win, I win great. GBP, GPY, we have like a 3 BP bar setup here. Same thing like we're seeing like power GBP. However, H1 is not that great to look at. But GBP is yeah, definitely. So I am in a trade right now, as you see, like as I told you, like AUD USD in a long Euro USD breakout. So Euro USD breakout, guys. Breakout to watch for. Volume going up, MACD going up. A couple of pips around here. In a trade. Well, I am in a scalp trade on Euro USD going up. GBP GPY was a three bar play, as you can see right over here. We broke. So GBP starts to wake up basically. Euro USD going well so far in profit. So I'm scalping. So far so good. AUD USD, my entry was not that great. I should have waited for the pullback, but still, my stop loss is lower than the lower low that we have. So try to protect. But that pullback is quite strong from USD, so never know. Market is moving. Anybody in the trade right now? So again, like I use like price action, so I'm using like breakouts and level breakout, so support resistance breakout. I don't try to complicate my life. Sometimes I have good days, sometimes I have bad days, but the most important thing here or scenario is to have like two times your winning bigger than your losers, right? So if you lose $1, you want to make $2 as profit. That's the key. Even though if I'm a scalper, on a 3 minute time frame, that does not mean that if I could see like a longer setup, like on H1 or something like that, that I would not try to grab it. Uh, Often, like if I see a setup on H1 or even H4, like I would go in because I'm in the AUD USD trade right now, but this is going to be like a long possibly like all day setup. So, and the reason being, like you've seen, like the chart setup earlier, like where I had like a retracement to the 618 fibs level. USD is due to rally up. So right now, I am still in two trades. Euro USD risking 5 pips to make 10, and AUD USD risking 6 pip to make 35 pip. So NZD USD is going for a breakout, as we can see, with power, but volume is not there present right now as we speak. So I hope, guys, I'm not making you sleep. Told you, like trading is boring. Trading is just like a game of patience. I mean, that's it. That's it. That's all. You wait for a setup. You wait for something to happen, and then boom, you're in. But in the meantime, like it's just it's a boring game. Anybody sleeping right now? Um, we'll test the chat if it works. I woke up early, guys, for you this morning. It's just like to have fun and trade together. And make money, hopefully. Do you see me like with my blanket? Do you see my blanket, guys? I mean, Canada is a beautiful country. However, when it's cold, it is cold. But I'm sure like it's not the only country where we can find snow. But winter is quite cold, especially like when you wake up like this morning, like early in the morning. Wow, I don't have like the dollar index. My currency meter is enough for me. Which timing, Lloyd? Your 3 minute time frame? you're you're asking? Euro USD, I got stepped out. I think that my stop loss was a bit too tight. But I'm technical, guys. I'm really technical. Fundamentals, like that's okay. But as we've saw, like for the interest rate of the United States, do you remember when I said like in the group that all charting setups and analysis was showing that there was no room like for US dollars like to go higher, even though if we did bumped up the interest rate. Do you remember when I said that? And that is totally what did happen. Like, price stayed there. I mean, like there was no room. There was absolutely no room. So, for my AUD USD, oh, oh no, no, Lloyd, no, I never wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Never. I just did this like, to help people because we are on different time frame. But usually, like I just, start to trade around like 8:30, 9 in the morning. Um, this is not my usual time, and I can tell you it's really tough. It's really tough. I don't feel I'm awake that much, so no problem. It's just like to having, to have fun and to see who's interested, like in real trading. Like, cause I noticed like there's a lot of people in our group that are just there to say that, hey, I'm in a group and a forex group, whatever, forex scalping, whatever you call it. But there are not active people, so I just want to see who's want to be active, who wants to learn, who wants to trade, who are serious about this, because this is a business, guys. This is a business. If you want to treat like forex as a business, you have way much more room to succeed than if you just take this like as a hobby. If you take trading as a hobby, like you should just leave it as it is, because you're gonna waste your money big time. And that is, I'm serious. I am damn serious. Trading forex, you need to have a goal. And if your goal is either like to pay the bills, to put food on the table, or to whatever, like grow your pension plan, as long as you have a goal, your chance to succeed are way higher than if you say like, I'm in forex like for the, just fun of it, like put $10 to make $20. You won't go anywhere with that. Nowhere. So, forex trading, I trade a lot of stocks recently. I like the stocks, first of all, because like the market for me opens at 10:30, so it gives me like time in the morning to do whatever I want to do with my kids. But the fact that, stocks is steady, so it's every time like at 10:30, it's great. I mean, like it's great. Versus like forex, which is like 24/5. That's a little bit more difficult, but does not matter. But for me, like the fact that we are six now, I think in the room. For those who joined me this morning, I really appreciate that, and I just want to show you like a couple of techniques that I use. Basically, I use pretty much anything, but most of the time, like I go with volume and breakout. So I love the breakout. I love the breakout pattern. So basically, I'm waiting for a bull move or a bear move, but we need to have a consolidation and not a pullback. I'm not looking for a pullback really. I'm looking for a consolidation. and after that a breakout. So basically, the exact pattern here, as we see on the USD CAD, we had like this bull move and then consolidation, and it's not really like a pullback. As you know, as you can see, we're not pulling back really. We're staying in the same level. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. And we're gonna break this level after that. So, so I've lost like 5 pips on Euro USD earlier. My stop loss being a little bit too tight, but does not matter because I am confident that in a couple of hours from now, a couple of minutes possibly, like maybe USD CAD, the weakness of the CAD dollar will give like room like to for the USD like to go up a bit. So I'm gonna catch up my loss plus make profit. So it's always like risking like 1% to make 2%. Does not matter like if you risk like 10 pips, as long as you stick to your percentage risk, which is like 1% of your account or 0.5% of the account. And I know people who trade like what 0.1% of their account, and that is totally fine. I mean, like if you trade like 0.1% of your account and you make 5 trades, and let's say for just the example that you win those 5 trades, and you go for a ratio like of 1 to 2 or 2 to 1, that means that you're gonna ramp up like 0.2% of your account balance as positive gains, which will give you like a full 1% at the end of the day, which is way better than banks giving you 1% at the end of the year, right? So yeah, I may talk too much, but I'm just trying to stay awake, guys. Sorry about that. I don't like the AUD USD. I hope, I really hope like it's going up, but if I lose 1% of my account. Not the best time though to trade AUD USD. Like I made a mistake here, but it does not matter. Like the setup was great, so the fact that we're going like into a US session, it's not like if we would be like in the Asian session where Aussie usually is ramping up. So, but price was there and setup is there, so it does. It doesn't. It needs. I hope I pronounced your name fine, but Tien Tien no, but Mr. View. Uh, it's basically like to break the closing of the first spike bar or mother candle. So I don't know if I can see example around here, but on my chart, um, I would like to see like a setup. I don't see anything. Oh, here. It's not like the best setup, but we got like the big mother candle. We had like a small rejection. So as soon as we cross like the close of the main bar or mother candle, usually we could put like a pending order right over there, but we would scalp like this couple of pips, putting like the stop loss really tight just above like the rejection candle. You see like GBP USD, like we had like 3 BP like to the downside, but it wasn't like in a ranging pattern. So ranging is not that great. I like to get like that pattern, like a 3 BP bar or 3 bar play, like or bull flag into a trending market. So where we are in the trending market, and you get that pattern above like all your MAs, usually like that gives you like a great possible way to enter in, right? I'm still hoping for my Aussie USD like to ramp up a little bit, but if we can break, the previous like resistance level here, that would sounds great for me. So, but I'm still sticking to it no matter what, because I love the setup on the hourly chart. I love to see wicks. I love to see that we are on the support level. So basically, if this trade turns out to be a profitable trade, AUD USD, as I said, like I'm risking like 6 pip to make 35 pip or 30 pips. I don't remember, but it's 5 or 6 times. So if I can get like that trade to work out, that will cover like I'm all my losses today. But you need to spot, you need to locate those high risk reward trade like once in a while, guys, because those trades gonna save your account, gonna save your life. You need to make a home run. And when I say like to make a home run, I mean like you need to have a trade that you're gonna risk $1 to make five. You need to have those once in a while. That's a must. It's not only like going like for 1 to 2. No. If you see like possible gains, like just go for it. And you need to extend your risk reward ratio, as much as possible as you can, because they're gonna be like really difficult months. And if you don't get those home runs once in a while, you won't have anything to back up your account. Market is sleeping right now, so everything is consolidating, so I'm expecting like the market just to move. I missed like the first move, so I did not wake up earlier, but I would have taken this trade, this scalp on the USD CAD. This was like a beautiful setup, break and go setup. So completely missed it, sorry, but not used to wake up this early, so but I would not wake up like at 4:30 in the morning for sure. So crossing my finger on the AUD USD, because as you see, like we had like this ABCD pattern. So A, B, C, D. Hopefully that D can break this resistance level. So Aussie seems to be a little bit strong. Yeah, 1 second. So this is my AUD USD. So we got a level around here. So we seems to be respecting this level. So wick, that means that we have like buying pressure around this area. So my stop loss is put not too tight, but around this yeah. So I got my take profit around here. So basically I'm gonna zoom, wait for a second. So see, A, B, C, D pattern. So that's what I'm hoping at. So I did not enter like I don't know if you noticed that, but I did not enter like on the 3 minute pattern just for um, just because like it was showing great potential. I took a look on the H1 time frame as well, which is this, And when I saw like those wicks at a support level, which is around here, that's another straight confirmation that the market may respond to this support level. We tried to break we tried to break this support level when we came back. And now, we're seeing like at the same time, if I can look at my stochastic, it starts to slowly cross up. So, my stop loss may be a little bit too tight. I could be, more um, conservative, more aggressive, possibly, and put like the stop loss underneath this area. But I'm confident that I want to see my risk reward to be great. So this is really like a great setup. Honestly, if I'm bringing up my fibs, if we can like respect this level of 382, this means that my take profit is perfectly at the right spot. So I'm not aiming totally like for a double top, but just like maybe 5 pips underneath. But this is gonna be like a trade which I have like a lot of. But again, I made a mistake this morning. I made a big mistake this morning, guys. Big one. I did not check my calendar, my economic calendar. So I'm in a long trade. I got no idea like if we have news today. So we are what? We are 18. Oh, we got no news today for U.S. dollars. So, and we got news for Aussie tonight. Okay. So I was lucky on this one, guys, because every time I should have told you that before, because every time you start a trading session, as you know, we need to take a look about the calendar. We need to just to make sure that the calendar, we don't have anything that could affect our live trading session, right? So this is a big mistake I made again, and I memory tends to forget. So, but once in a while I get caught up. I get caught up in those moments, but every time you start a trading session, you need to make a habit that you need to go onto your economic calendar and take a look about what's going to be the news. So do you see, guys? Like this is responding like the way that I want. So we got like a tweezer bottom. People call it like that, like tweezer top, tweezer bottom, but that would be great. Like we have a support level here where you see like my blue line. This is a support level. So we cross that, and basically what tells me like I'm my sentiment on this trade is bullish is because of this big moves. So we have investors that have like some money into this trade, and those people that has money into this trade don't want to give up. They want to have another like push before giving up. So they want to stick into that trade until we have like a small pullback, and then maybe adding more or whatever, and then just let the trade run. So once the ABCD pattern is completed, then we're out. But so far, we're seeing like there's a lot of bullishness, like in this uptrend move for the Aussie USD pair. The perfect entry, guys, does not exist. You may be lucky once in a while to enter like in a perfect entry. What I'm saying like a perfect entry is a perfect entry. But perfection in forex or stocks, it's really tough to get. But the idea is to find a pattern or a setup that you like really that much that you risk $1 to make three, four, $5, whatever. But just to keep that in mind, and then just choose your best time frame, like go on the lower time frame to get in, and that's it. So but waiting for the perfect setup, I still know traders that are still waiting to place their first trade in life because they're still waiting for the perfect setup. No problem, Mr. Sheriff. How are you this morning? Anyway, don't be sorry if you're late, guys. I mean, this is not a job, right? So we're just hanging out here, like, explaining you a couple of things, and hopefully things work out for me. But so far, one loser. So do you see my chart, guys? Hourly chart. Like, I don't mind, like, if I close like below my entry, like on this level, I don't mind. But I would like to see like being respected, and but this is gonna be like on the Asian session. I assume that we will have like more upward movement, but we'll see. I got so many charts. Okay, going back on my chart here. Market is really at this time of the day, like market is really sleeping. Usually, like I would not trade at all. There's only one trade usually for the scalping trade, like in the morning, like around like um 4:30, 4 a.m. 4 a.m. New York time, 4 a.m. New York time, and up to 6 a.m. So you get one trade in that time that usually you can scalp possibly like 10 to 15 pips, and after that like this time and later like this is like really like there's no momentum, no volatility, usually nothing. So around 8:30 um, my time, which is no 8:30 New York time, like things gonna start to move a little bit. But as you know, like when the U.S. session opens, that's where we're gonna have like this things to ramp up. Do you see like do you see my screen here like for AUD USD? Like I like this, I like this, I like this break up to the upside. So I was waiting for this. So hopefully, like if we can close above, that will point out like the direction of the trade. So just to make a quick resume about like this morning so far, I took a quick Euro USD trade here at this level because we broke this resistance, and I thought that we may had chance because we had volume, we had the momentum on the MACD as well. But this turns out like to be like a losing trade, so I lost 5 pips on this, like 1% of my account. So, and I'm in a second trade here. So we closed above the resistance line, so I like that. Anyways, but I'm in a longer time frame trade here on the AUD USD. I'm long here since this morning, and basically I'm waiting for things to catch up a little bit, and I'm risking like 5 pips to make 30 pips on this one. So risk reward will be like 5 times my risk. So this is like the best, uh, one of the best trade that I'm in right now. So and USD CAD, I was hoping that we could break that level, but it doesn't seem to be. So for me, it's okay because if we're breaking that level, that means that US dollar will be strong, which is not something that I'm looking at because I'm long AUD USD, so Aussie USD, I'm long on that. So do you still hear me fine, guys? Do I speak too loud, too fast, or it's all good? Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. I may have like to bring up the heat a little bit because it's really cold. So where are you from? Please type in the chat, please. Your country, please. I would like to see like all your country. So as you know, I'm Canadian, so I'm Canada. So where are you from? Oh, hello, Algeria, Turkey. It's really international. It's really nice to see that. Like you can be like in a different country or whatever, but you still want to. We have like the same interests, so people likes forex. Like there's no borders for that. We can be like across countries and does not matter really. That's great. So do we see? Are we seeing my AUD USD? So US dollar right now is getting weak. No, no, there's no 3 BP on the 3 minute time frame for Aussie USD. Yen. But you see, like so far, like I don't want to jump the gun, but my AUD USD trade right now, I'm in profit. So right now I'm covering like I'm covering my loss of Euro USD earlier. So just to trade, not in a rush. One thing you need to keep in mind as well, guys, is that when you trade, don't force yourself to trade. The best way to trade for me, like to be um, most of the time in the money as much as possible, is my attitude when I'm coming on the forex market or the stock market. I'm always thinking about taking no trades. No trades. Like I'm not taking any trades. This is my psychology. So the idea behind this is to not give you a stress of taking trades because you need the money, you need the profit or whatever. So this is something you want to avoid. So when you come to trade every day, just tell yourself, you know, I'm not taking any trades. But but the big BUT word, but if I see a great setup, then I may take it. But you don't want to rush things. You don't want to force yourself. And that is a great way usually like for traders like to be successful because you release the pressure of forcing yourself to go in a trade that would not be like, a great decent setup or a great trade. So you want to come into the forex market or stock market as a spectator. You want to see, you want to look. If you see an opportunity, then you jump in. Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes, like, no trade is the best trade ever. Really. And trust me, I paid to learn that, and I paid the hard way. When I see people or I hear people like saying, like, oh, well, I lost a lot of money, I lost a lot. Well, that's the risk of the game. However, you can limit those risks. You can limit those risks by not forcing you like to take trades as much as possible. You want to only take trades where you have like big confidence, where your eyes and your mental tells you like this is a good setup. This has a great risk to reward. So you want to get in those trades where you risk $1 to make two, or at least two, but not 1 to 1. You won't survive with that. Trust me, you won't survive. So you want to risk one to make two. It's always this game. So you're risking 1% to make 2%, etc. Do you copy, guys? Do you understand this tip? This is critically important. Risk ratio, money management, and the psychology of a trader. Wow, guys, this is like the most important thing ever. Trust me. GBP USD, like we have like oh, now I see where 10 was I don't know if it was this setup, but this was a nice 3 bar play, but not really a nice one because it's still in the ranging mode, but we're trying to get out of this ranging mode. So do you see like GBP USD? We had like this bull move consolidation, and then we had this breakout. So I'm gonna go on my chart here. So GBP USD, GBP USD, GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD. GBP USD. We have room like to go up. Yeah, we have room to go up. So later on, like when I'll see like my AUD USD trade to be like in I don't know, like in approximately like 15 or 20 pips profit, I'm gonna lock my profit. I'm gonna lock the trade to get a free trade. So this means I'm gonna bring up my stop loss to break even, plus 1 pip or 2 pips, and to let it run. Okay. So here, GBP USD, we may have like a 3 bar play, depending on this close of this one, and if the next one will cross the closing of this mother candle bar here. Do you see my screen perfectly, guys? This could be like a great potential setup for a 3 bar play here. Really a great potential. So I'm gonna bring my I may jump in that trade as well. So right now my eyes are on GBP USD 3 minute time frame or 1 minute. I would like to see a little bit more pullback. So basically what I would like to see is to close in the red area. So I would like to see like a small rejection. So we have like our mother candle here, like the big fat bar. That's uh, that's a bull flag. So basically I'm hoping that we can close here red, and then after that the green goes boom, and we cross all those levels with high volume. So we have volume increasing here as well. At the same time, we have our MACD increasing up in the momentum, showing us momentum. So if we can cross next bar, the third bar, if the third bar cross like I don't like that, but anyways, if we can cross like 33661 for the third bar, I would be in the trade. I'm looking at the same time like the 1 minute time frame. So for my Aussie here, like I'm in the profit right now. I'm gonna switch this like in 1 hour time frame. So AUD USD, like the trade I'm in right now, it's a 1 hour time frame right now, just to let you know. Okay. So where we at? Like GBP USD, I'm looking at this closely, like to possible scalp. I'm looking for momentum. Momentum uh, is driving us down a little bit here. So, but see, like if this third bar would have been like a green bar, like crossing those levels, like right in this area, like just above like the first closing candle, the mother candle, I would have been liking the trade. But right now, I won't be in the trade because this is not a good setup. This was kind of a good setup here. Like we had like an engulfing pattern. Like this bar was engulfing like 1, 2, 3 bar, 4 bar previously. So this one was a bull flag bar, then followed by a small rejection bar, and then we closed above those. So this could have been like a great entry, like to catch this spike bar. But remember, like when scalping, like in lower time frame like this, you want to scalp and you want to stay in the trade like as long as you see like green. So as soon as you see red, you're out. That's it. That's all. So this trade could have been a potential of 6 pip. 6 pip risking 2 pips. So you have a 3-to-1 ratio, right? So this is good. USDGPY. Yeah, USDGPY going down. Yes. Like this was a great consolidation. This is a type of setup that you want to get in. Like you see like a consolidation like this, and then you have like this bar, you know, solid bar crossing down. And at the same time you see like my dotted blue line. My dotted blue line is the previous day close. So we did close below that. So that's gonna give us like a bias for the day that USDGPY might be like a short for all the day. And I say like might, but thank you, Sammy, like to bring me this trade idea setup. But this could have been like a break and go setup. So consolidation, breakout with the bias of being short, and you scalp a couple of pips there, and that's it. You're out. So do you like this setup, guys? Does YouTube works well for you? I mean, it's free, so thank you, Mr. Sheriff. I don't know if you hear my daughter, but she's crying all her heart. So far, just a quick resume, guys. So far, uh, yeah. Do you hear that? Maxime est malade, il vomit. Il est couché. Okay. Okay, I got one sick boy this morning. So yeah, really tough three kids. Trust me. Try to trade with three kids. This is quite challenging. But my boy is sick this morning, so I might wrap up this session quickly. But if you like this, I may try to do you see GBP USD? Like we want to go up. That is a clear sign. But yeah, what I was saying is that if you think you can make it up for tomorrow, I can try to make another session. But it may be a little bit later. But I don't know if you are sleeping at that time. Do you sleep at the New York time? I would say like around like New York time, like 9 o'clock. Are you guys all sleeping during that time, or try to let me know? Are you sure, Lloyd? You still wide awake? Teasing you, teasing you. Just joke. Because for me at 9 p.m., like I start to get more sleepy. USD CHF guys, 3 minute. We're looking for a breakout to the downside, and GBP USD we got like some no some weakness. This is not beautiful, but USD CHF I don't know, but we're seeing like some movement there. So consolidation breakout, but USD GPY looks good for a possible short, like in the coming minutes or maybe like an hour from now. GBP GPY looking for long on a 3 minute time frame always. So GBP USD looks like it wants to break out. USD CHF going down, going down. We broke two support levels, so I guess this would be quite strong. So if we take a look about the hour chart, just take a look. Oh, we have potential. We have room. We have a couple of pips that we can aim for sure. Not that much, but still a couple. So USD GPY is coming down as expected as well. So GBP USD is going up. As you can see, the market is moving right now. So GBP are moving. GBP getting strong. So I'm still in one trade right now. So this is like one which is AUD Aussie USD. So Aussie USD, I'm still long, still in profit for that trade as well. So this is gonna be USD CHF. Do you see like this break to the down? So USD GPY, same thing. So we got movement, guys. Oh my God, 2 a.m. in the morning. Wow. I wish I was your age, Lloyd. But when you get old like me, 9:30, like you get sleepy. I'm an old guy. Yes. Yes, the problem is that people doesn't, you know, people wants to commit, but they don't commit, you know. And as I said, like trading is serious. I mean, you trade or you not trade. You trade for a living or you trade for a hobby. And I told you my point of view on this. Like trading for a hobby, I'm not interested like to waste my time on that. But trading to be serious, like on growing an account for future or learning to trade seriously for the future or things like that, I don't mind to give a help, you know, and help those people, you know, to become a successful trader, like, you know. Waking up like at 5 a.m. in the morning, like for you guys, not getting paid, you know, and yada 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 yada. It's not my trading time zone as well, you know, but I'm doing this effort like to give as much help as I can. Uh, on the other end, like you know, I just wish like to have people that are committed, like to learn a bit about trading, you know, and volatility and making you know great decision move and do some analysis and things like that. But it's always it's also like to create an habit. But I don't know if I can keep that, you know, this type of session at 5 a.m. in the morning for me. Like it's really tough. Like honestly, guys, it's not that I don't like to or don't want to, but it's really tough. You know, it's really tough. But so far, you know, I took two trades this morning, so 5 pips, like to risk to get 10 on Euro USD, so one losing trade there, and I got a winning trade so far on Aussie USD so far. So you know, in profit right now, but risking 6 pip like to make 30 pip. So this is my goal. So all right, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I want to thank you very much for being here this morning. I really appreciate that, and you know, I'll try to do like a couple of sessions like here and there possibly tomorrow, but I don't think that you know I will be able like to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning again. Um, by the way, Euro USD 3 minute, we have a 3 bar play, as you can see here on my screen. 3 bar play setup with volume kicking in. Yeah, no, this is great, guys. I mean, like, if we can have like a serious group, like, if you can, if you think that those of you that are in this morning can be there, like, you know, on a regular basis, like, I can maybe get the habit of waking up, you know, early in the morning, like, to be with you guys. You know, it's up to you, but if you think you can commit, you know, I don't mind to woke up, but I don't want to wait. I don't want to wake up like for one people or two people in the morning like that. You know, especially when it's free and you know, like for me, it's really early in the morning. But if you know you think you can be there, like let's say like tomorrow morning, would you come in like if I would do the same thing tomorrow morning, guys? And I'll maybe be a little bit earlier as well if I can. Just let me know in the chat room if you think you can be there like tomorrow morning, same time, or a little bit earlier. Yes or no? That'd be great. Okay, perfect. So watch for my YouTube share tomorrow morning around you know this time like 5 a.m. Eastern time, New York time. So I'm gonna share this. So this idea as well as for this group as you saw like we had like a great uh, we had great communication among us like for you know alerts and charts and you know community and That's what's the most important, like, is to be like a community and share like what we see. Like, I mean, like, if you are five pair of eyes that are watching like different things, we have like better chance to get like more profit than being alone like with our own two eyes, right? So that's the key of this community, and this chat is like to be in a group. So on this, guys, I'm gonna go see my little kid, which is sick right now. So I wish you a great day. Hopefully that you did enjoy, quite a bit, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right. Take care, guys. Thank you again for being there. Really appreciate it. Bye bye now.